creepypasta games and EXE games. These games are mainly based off their creepypasta counterparts, and most of them being really bad. It's difficult to say what game was the origin of the genre, but it's most believed to be Polybius, or Polybius, I don't know how to pronounce it. It was a pixel shooter type game. It was rumored to be a government-run psychology experiment somewhere in Oregon in 1981. Players would allegedly report amnesia after playing the game and other suspicious activities. And these men-in-type black people would just waltz into the arcade and just take the highest scores off the games. It sounds so weird, I know. But fun fact, they never existed. People found out later that there was no copyright date to the machines, but people still believe it exists today. The games nowadays mainly just consist of the cliches that we all love to clown on, but I'm just gonna go off and tell you the major ones. Sonic.exe, we all know this one. Looking back at it, it was pretty bad. I remember reading this when I was a fetus and thinking it was so scary. The creepypasta was basically about this guy named Kyle, and he finds a Sonic cartridge or something and decides to play it. The game is filled with spooky blood everywhere in the Green Hill Zone. Then Sonic goes on to kill Tails, Knuckles, and Dr. Eggman, or quote-unquote kills him. He rather just makes him into a scene clip from 2011. The creepypasta was actually so bad it got removed from the original site it was on, then got put on another site that was purposely made for bad creepypastas. They got removed from that site, then the owner got mad, and you know. The game counterpart is almost as gold as the original story, maybe a bit worse, I don't know. It's almost the exact copy of the story, but once got updated recently sometime with voice acting in it, it sounds so bad. Honestly, the game was much better off without the voice acting because it is atrocious. A lot of these EXE games don't really change the game that they ripped off that much. Most they do is change the eyes of the characters, always a black eye with some spooky red irises, with some spooky hyper-realistic blood, which is always scary. Another famous one is called Ben Drowned. It's basically about some guy, he gets like a copy of like Majora's Mask from some dude. He plays it, finds some spooky things going on. He then learns of this kid that like drowned, and he's haunting the game. The author goes on to claim that he actually has been seeing this Ben character in his dreams, and it's been taunting him. Pretty spooky stuff, but I'm not gonna spoil. I mean, it's a creepypasta, it's literally everywhere. You can find it anywhere. Going back to the bad games, there are over 2,000 .exe results on GameJolt, and most of them, I gotta say, are something else. A lot of these games are copies of Sonic.exe, but with different characters from the franchise. Like Silver2.exe, the game, Sonic.exe, the Untold Origin, and much, much more. Jeff the Killer. Everybody knows this man. How could you not know this man? Or should I say, 13-year-old boy? It just amazes me why people think he's of age. Anyway, he's never had a really like prominent and like famous game, but he has some games. Most of them are just, they're amazing. I rate them 2 out of 10. This one game, I think KSI played it with his brother. When he was a gamer. You basically just wander around in this block of an apartment or something. And when you get jump scared by Jeff the Killer, it's literally a box with his face on it. And I just can't.